Hi kids, children, adults, grandparents, people of all ages. You might be a cat, you might be a dog, or anything between, or an inanimate object. Today, I don't even know exactly what I'm going to talk about. We're going to wing it, which will be kind of weird and unconventional. However, that's what we're going to do. Now, I'd probably just yak about random things. Yeah, impressive, huh? It is 70 degrees here today. Hasn't been 70 here for multiple months. Hold on. I haven't done a video in a while. One of the reasons why is I haven't had really anything that I have to discuss. Because, again, no suggestions. Still could use some suggestions. So here I am, sitting in my chair, like I usually do. Okay, I guess I have something. Does anybody have any suggestions for something that I could buy? And what I am talking about is something that is, no more than $1,000. Or only slightly more than $1,000. No, you can't have it. If you have any suggestions or ideas, it might get me thinking of something else I might want to buy. But, I'm sitting here thinking, you know what? I have 2 laptops and this desktop here. And granted, this desktop will be 3 years old in 2 more months. But it's not. It's got a quad core in it. It's got 8 gigs of RAM. And the only thing I might want to do to it is upgrade the video card in it. And otherwise, I don't see any reason why I need to replace it yet. So, it still does real well for me. So I don't intend to replace it. I have 2 laptops. I don't really want another computer. I don't need it. And in fact, I really don't need 2 laptops. But I've got 2 laptops anyway. Because I had... this is my MacBook that I'm recording this on, so you can't probably see it too well. I can kind of go like that. You can kind of see the keyboard thing slightly. Slash trackpad. Then I've got, this laptop. This laptop's also it's about 2.5 years old. Like August, it'll be 3 years old. But it's not a speed demon, but it has a dual core. It's got 4 gigs of RAM in it. It doesn't have that big of a hard drive. It's only a 160 gig hard drive. So probably my intentions with that is when the hard drive starts getting pretty full, I'll probably move on. And it's almost half full. But if my intentions are to start doing more videos and stuff, and not necessarily nerd-long videos, but just videos in general, and that might chew up some hard drive space, but we'll worry about that later. I've thought about getting, maybe an HD camcorder or something like that. But again, I have my digital camera, which will do HD video clips, although not like an hour. It might be only 15 to 20 minutes. But I'm thinking, do I really need an HD camcorder? Would I use it if I had it? Which I don't know that answer. I'd probably have to have one to find out. So, throw anything at me. It doesn't have to be $1,000. It could be $10, $50. I just want some ideas. And it doesn't have to be electronic. It could be a game. It could be a PC game. And I don't have the latest games. I'll tell you that right now. The latest version of Call of Duty I have is Call of Duty 4. Yeah, so I'm missing out on Modern Warfare 2, and I'm missing out on Black Ops. But I probably will eventually pick those up. And Singularity I'll probably pick up. I know some of you are going to suggest Portal 1 and 2, because I don't have either. Let's see. Crysis 2. However, again, it goes back to I'm going to need to upgrade my video card. It's an 8800 GT, which is the bare minimum to run Crysis 2. And I'd prefer to run it a little bit more than just bare minimum. Especially as I don't know how playable it would be with that low of a card, which the 8800 GT was good, but not really anymore. So yeah, there's that. If you have any software or games or programs to recommend, I'm not telling you I'm going to get it, but I'm open for suggestions. You can tell me random, weird, funny suggestions, but I doubt I'd probably buy any of those kind of things either. This webcam up here is pretty crappy. Maybe I will replace it. It doesn't even do HD. It doesn't. I don't even think it really does standard VGA. It really looks. If it does do standard VGA, it looks like garbage. It's blocky and blah, 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 blah. So, yes, I intentionally said blah, 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 but this webcam there, I probably only would use for like Skype. Because I don't do my NerdGong videos and that on my PC. I do it here on my Mac. So then I guess I could get a new webcam. Oh, child, you had to do it. I guess I could get a new webcam for my MacBook because, of course, now the new MacBook Pros have FaceTime HD webcams in them. However, do I really need to have my NerdGong videos be in HD? And frankly, if I had it in HD, which I'm not against it, but if I had it in HD and I wanted to upload it to YouTube in HD, it's going to take a lot longer to upload it. So, I don't know. I have a little 10 key thing for my laptop, my Toshiba. I could use it on my MacBook if I so please. I've used it on it before. Some of my peripherals, yes, on my desk are a little old. These speakers are probably 7 years old. Okay, I'm just going to give you background. These speakers are probably 7 years old. They're Logitech Z680s. This Logitech MX510 mouse is probably 5 or 6 years old. This keyboard is only a year old, although it looks like it's ancient because it's got the buckle and springs. And of course, now I dropped my wrist rest, which is also old and grimy looking. It's an old CompUSA thing. Back when they were still in business in our location. Printer's relatively new, a couple of years old. But the thing is, I'm not really sure if I want to buy peripherals for my machine at this time, because I'm thinking if in another year or two I build a new computer, you know, I'm going to probably want all new. Some of the peripherals are getting old enough where I think it's probably time to just replace everything from bottom up, except for maybe the desk and that. But yeah, so I'm really kind of queasy at this point about getting new peripherals. Computer definitely could run dual monitors, but you know, I want matching monitors. I don't want this monitor and some other funky looking thing sitting next to it. I want them both to look identical. But I think it'd be better to just wait for another year or two when I get a new machine to do all that, even though this one's capable of running it easily. I don't know. I have a Nintendo Wii, of which I play quite a bit. There's some games I'm going to get for it too eventually. I don't do too much FPS on game consoles. I don't even own an Xbox 360. I do not own a PlayStation 3. I really don't see where I need that, because that's where my PC comes in for, is gaming. Of which I haven't done very much of the past year or so until recently. Now I've been starting to pick it up again. But however, at the moment, I've switched back to my Wii and I'm playing Metroid Prime, the first one. Yes, I'm finally playing that. even though it was designed for the Game Boy. GameCube, not Game Boy, as I just said, because I don't know what I was talking about, apparently. Okay, I'm doing a lot of muttering, and I know it. But too bad. And I still need Metroid Prime 2 and 3 as well, which I'll get at some point in time. I don't know when. I am content with Metroid. I guess I can just yak about gaming now, because I really have nothing else to talk about, because I have no tips for you, because I can't really figure out anything. I was thinking, I could do, well, I asked for a suggestion. One was I could tell you how to take screenshots on the computer. Well, on Windows PC, you hit the print screen key, it copies it in your clipboard, you paste it, you're done. MacBook, you can do it here as well. I don't remember exactly offhand because I don't use my MacBook enough to tell you, but I know it was easy also. I've done it before. And that, no, there was no explosion yet. So anyway, back to gaming. I'm playing Metroid Prime on my Wii, like I said. Content with it. I like it. I've played Metroid Other M. I do have it. My opinion, I like Prime more than Other M. I think Other M's kind of veered off a little bit. I didn't like the way Metroid Other M ended, where when you thought the game was over, there was credits, and then there was just a little bit smidgen of more of a game at the end of it. Afterwards, I thought that was kind of lame. They were trying to steal ideas from Donkey Kong, I think. Call of Duty 4, I've finally, after all these years that I've had it, I finally actually played through the single player of it over the weekend. Really, really short, like I've heard a lot of others say. I cannot speak for Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops because I do not have them. I do have Crysis, but I do not have Crysis 2, obviously, because I don't even think it's out yet for another week. Oh, another thing I'll say, I'll throw out there. I would like a way, and this might be possible, so don't call me a rum-dum right off the bat, because it could be possible, and I just don't know it. And I know there's other ways you can do it, but let's think of a practical way that I could do this. I would like to take this computer here, this laptop here, and my MacBook. I would like to be able to sync all of my songs and all of my pictures and videos, etc. between the three of them effortlessly, where like if I, put in some new pictures, that I don't have to copy them to this computer and to this computer. It just does it. I want to be able to do that. And same for music and videos, etc. and documents. But the catch is, since this desktop stays home and these laptops go, or notebooks, whatever you want to call them, go with me places, when I go places that is, I want to have access to that stuff still. So I don't know how a server would work for something like that, because I would want to always keep this data locally on here and on here, even when I am away. So I'm not sure how a server would work, and especially because you never know where I'm going to be, if it would have a fast enough internet connection to do VPN tunneling and all that other garbage. So there's got to be a better solution. Maybe there's like some sort of external hard drive or something that you can do something like that with. The other issue is because, this MacBook and this laptop here are both wireless and they're not wired to the network, and that would be a pain in the rear to do so without some changes. It's got to be fast. And wireless, it's acceptable, I guess, for speed, but if you're having to use the network all the time, it'd be kind of lousy if you have to do it wirelessly all the time. Especially when you have loss of packets and et cetera, over the network, which is probably going above some people's heads, and that's okay. So anyway, yeah, I would like a way, some way, somehow, to have something that would sync my files on this, and this, without me having to manually copy files from, say, this laptop to here, into here. Now, where it can be confusing is if you update it on one, I would assume that it would need to update on here, which is exactly what I would want, and I wouldn't care if it did that. And if it's a program that runs in the background, it's got to be light. And like I've already said, it's got to be cross-platform compatible because I have the MacBook and 2 Windows machines. So, both running 7. So, it's got to be compatible with both worlds. So I'm probably asking a little bit too much. I should be able to sit in my chair, load them in one computer initially, and I'm done. It just squirts to both of them. Sounds wrong. And then, say I load some pictures on this laptop here while I'm away. When I come home, then it squirts them out. I need to quit using that word because it sounds disgusting or something. Yeah, we won't go there. By the way, not Mountain Dew like today. This is a Walmart brand cola, diet and caffeine free even. Frightening, isn't it? Don't worry, I do have the generic Walmart diet Mountain Dew stuff. I do drink regular pop occasionally, not very often anymore. I know either way it's not good for you, but I don't care. At least right now. So, it can contribute to Alzheimer's and could hurt your liver, or you get sugar and 200 calories in a can. And when you have a couple of them a day, that's bad. Which is one of the reasons why I normally have diet now. I had issues with that in the past. Anyhow, moving right along now. Yeah, so I'll take suggestions. If you have any cool little gizmos that won't blow up a power supply, or anything like that, such as pretty lights, because I am all about lights. As you know, I have all these lights. Got the one up here, sound activated. Got the one down here that you can't really see lighting up right now. It's not wanting to pick it up. And these ones down here on my keyboard. And I can turn them on and off. Blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Anyway, so yeah, I'm all about lights. So if you have any cool little light gizmos, it's fine. But I don't want it to be something that's too intrusive where it's just like that all the time. Well, almost like that. I want something that's like a disco strobe light thing, blah, blah, or it's like flickering like that. I don't want that because I don't want too intrusive. I want enough where it's awesome. And yes, I know I need a Tix clock or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. We won't mention any names who has that many, but anyway, I bet you're tired of seeing that glowing light. I gotta move my finger in the right way because it's backwards. Right there, my tip of my finger is. You're probably tired of seeing that here. There, that's better. There. No, you won't be able to see my armpit, fortunately. See a little mark on my arm. Yeah, that's from setting it here, I think, or something. Anyway, this is probably really annoying, so I'm going to cut myself off before I yak and ramble any longer. It's not exactly a tip, but it's been a while since I've created a video, and yes, I always say crate instead of created. Don't ask why. So anyway, it's been a while since I've created a video, so therefore here it is. No tips, suggestions. So this is Nerd Ngong. Now you approve this message, as I always do, always will, in the present, future, past, whatever. Who cares? Bye-bye.